Would you like to wind down each evening with calm in your body, clarity in your mind, and sleep that feels deep, natural, and truly restorative? If so, don't go anywhere, because what I'm about to share might shift the way you think about nighttime rituals forever. Today, we're exploring something both ancient and surprising: 7 types of alcohol that, when used properly, may actually help seniors sleep better. Not as a crutch, not for intoxication, but as gentle, intentional tools that work with your body, not against it. You see, as we age, sleep becomes more fragile. Our bodies produce less melatonin, our digestion slows, and our nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress. But what many people overlook is that some forms of alcohol, in small and carefully chosen amounts, can soothe these changes instead of aggravating them. Rooted in tradition, science, and ritual, these drinks can create a space of calm at the end of the day, helping your body remember what deep, uninterrupted rest feels like. So if you're tired of restless nights, early awakenings, or tossing and turning despite your best efforts, stay with me. The answers may come from a quieter, more mindful sip than you ever expected. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Tart cherry wine, the melatonin elixir. It may seem surprising to start a conversation about sleep with a glass of wine, but not just any wine. Tart cherry wine stands out as a rare exception, a gentle elixir steeped in both tradition and science. While most alcohols disrupt deep rest, this one offers something different. It holds within its ruby hue a natural secret: melatonin, the hormone your brain needs to fall asleep and stay asleep. As we age, our bodies gradually produce less melatonin. That's why many seniors find themselves lying in bed, staring at the ceiling at 2 o'clock a.m., wondering where sleep has gone. Tart cherries, especially the Montmorency variety, are one of the few natural sources of melatonin found in food. When fermented into wine, slowly without chemical additives, they retain this power. Just a small sip, 2 to 3 ounces, taken about an hour before bed, can gently guide your body back to its natural rhythm. 3. But it's not just the melatonin. Tart cherry wine is rich in anthocyanins, compounds known to reduce inflammation and support brain function, both of which are deeply connected to restful sleep. Inflammation, especially low grade and chronic, is often an invisible thief in the night, keeping the nervous system slightly on edge. The antioxidants in this wine help quiet that inner tension, giving your body permission to soften, release, and truly rest. The act of sipping also matters. There's something profoundly calming about holding a warm cup or glass, breathing in its subtle aroma, and allowing your mind to slow down. It's not about indulgence. It's about ritual, the kind that tells your nervous system, it's safe now. The day is over. Choose cherry wine that's organic, lightly fermented, and unsweetened. Avoid fortified or high sugar versions. They spike blood sugar and reverse the benefits. In a world full of fast fixes and sleeping pills, this humble glass offers something more timeless: a quiet return to the rhythms your body once knew by heart. But if you think cherry wine is the only drink nature offers for deeper sleep, just wait until you meet the next one. It's been calming minds for thousands of years, hidden in plain sight. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Barley-based light beer, the ancient nerve soother. In today's fast moving world, the idea of drinking beer before bed might sound counterintuitive, but long before modern medicine, people turned to barley based brews not for celebration, but for healing, and especially for sleep. When crafted with intention and consumed in modest amounts, a light beer made from whole barley can act as a natural nerve soother, easing tension in both body and mind. Barley, often overlooked in the shadows of flashier grains, holds a quiet power. It's rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in muscle relaxation and calming the nervous system. Seniors, in particular, tend to have lower magnesium stores, making them more prone to muscle cramps, restless legs, and that subtle, frustrating feeling of being tired but wired when trying to sleep. A small glass of barley based light beer gently reintroduces this mineral, helping the body settle into its nighttime rhythm. But barley also offers something more: hordenine, a naturally occurring compound known to support mood and mental balance. It works almost like a gentle sigh for the brain, reducing the noise of anxious thoughts and smoothing the transition into rest. This isn't about intoxication or escape, it's about grounding. It's about quieting the body enough to hear what it really needs: stillness. The ritual matters too. Sipping a light beer slowly, perhaps while watching the sky darken or listening to soft music, can become part of a healthy evening routine. It signals closure, telling your body the day's work is done. The key is moderation. Just half a bottle, preferably with a light, fiber rich dinner. Heavy or overly bitter beers should be avoided. They disturb digestion and can lead to shallow, fragmented sleep. This isn't the kind of beer you reach for during football games or cookouts. It's the kind you share with yourself, quietly, like a prayer to rest. And just when you think barley is the most unexpected sleep companion, wait until you hear what centuries old red wines have been quietly doing for the aging heart and the dreaming mind. 3. Dry red wine, the heart sleep connection. There's a reason why, in regions where people live the longest and age with grace, places like southern Italy and parts of France, you'll find a single glass of dry red wine quietly present at the evening table. It's not just a tradition, it's a kind of wisdom passed down from generation to generation, rooted in the understanding that rest doesn't just begin when your head hits the pillow. It begins with how you close the day. Dry red wine contains resveratrol, a plant compound that supports cardiovascular health and reduces inflammation throughout the body, particularly in the brain. For seniors, this matters more than ever. As we grow older, inflammation becomes a silent disruptor, not loud, not obvious, but steady. It interferes with the nervous system's ability to fully relax and interrupts the deep sleep cycles we so desperately need to feel restored. But red wine does something else. It helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that stays elevated long after the sun has set, especially in older adults who carry the weight of years and memories. When cortisol stays high at night, sleep becomes fragmented, shallow, and emotionally unrestorative. A small pour, just 2 to 3 ounces of a dry, unfortified red wine, can signal to your body that the day's worries are over, that it's safe now to slow down, soften, and let go. This isn't about escapism or indulgence. It's about honoring the body with something ancient and respectful. Drink it slowly with a clean, balanced meal, perhaps roasted vegetables, a bit of brown rice, something warm and whole. Let the ritual work as deeply as the wine itself. Choose a wine that's low in sugar, organic if possible. Let it breathe. Let you breathe and allow your heart, literally and metaphorically, to ease its pace. But if red wine comforts the heart, the next drink is designed to comfort the soul. Crafted from herbs, once reserved for monks and healers, it may just be the most overlooked sleep ally of all. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Herbal Liqueurs, nature's liquid tranquilizers. In an age of pills and quick fixes, few people realize that some of the most powerful remedies for sleep have been hiding in plain sight inside small amber-colored bottles passed quietly from one generation to the next. Herbal liqueurs, like Amaro, Benedictine, or Chartreuse, are more than after-dinner drinks. They are centuries-old blends of botanicals once used by monks, healers, and herbalists to calm the body, support digestion, and gently ease the mind into stillness. What makes these liqueurs so unique is not just their complex flavor, but their function. Crafted from roots, barks, flowers, and seeds, often over 20 or 30 herbs in a single recipe, they hold the essence of plant medicine. Ingredients like lemon balm to quiet anxiety, angelica to relax the stomach, chamomile to calm the nerves, and peppermint to cool the body's inner temperature. Together they work in harmony, like a symphony for your nervous system. For seniors whose sleep may be disturbed by both mental stress and digestive discomfort, this kind of support is invaluable. A small sip, just 1 ounce, taken slowly after dinner, can assist the body's natural transition from active to restful. It settles the stomach, especially after heavier meals, and begins to lower heart rate and blood pressure gently without sedation. Unlike many modern sleep aids, herbal liqueurs don't force sleep, they invite it. The beauty lies in the ritual. Pour it into a small glass. Sit quietly. No television, no phone, just warmth, breath, and stillness. Let the herbs do what they've done for generations. Remind your body how to rest. Of course, not all liqueurs are created equal. Seek out those with minimal sugar and no artificial flavorings. What you want is the true herbal foundation, not a sugary imitation. If herbal liqueurs speak to the quieting of the mind, the next drink speaks to the warming of the body. A cup filled with spice and comfort designed to cradle you gently into sleep on even the coldest nights. 5. Mulled Wine, the warm hug before bed. There is something deeply human, almost ancestral, about sipping a warm cup of mulled wine as night falls. It's more than a beverage. It's a gesture of comfort, a quiet embrace for the nervous system, and a subtle message to the heart that says, "You can rest now." For seniors whose sleep has become fragile with time, this centuries-old remedy offers both physical and emotional warmth, gently easing the body toward peace. Mulled wine begins with the foundation of dry red wine, known for its heart-healthy resveratrol and calming polyphenols. But it becomes something entirely more powerful when infused with sleep-promoting spices: cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and orange peel. Each of these spices carries natural compounds that have been shown to reduce inflammation, relax blood vessels, and slow overactive thinking. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, a vital factor in staying asleep through the night. Clove offers a mild muscle relaxant effect. Even the scent of warming spices triggers a parasympathetic response, nudging the body away from stress and into a state of repair. The warmth itself is medicinal. As the wine gently heats, it invites circulation to the surface of the body. Fingers and toes soften, breathing slows, and that tightness behind the eyes finally begins to melt. For older adults who tend to feel colder at night, this subtle boost in body temperature can help maintain sleep depth and prevent those early hours of wakefulness. But the true magic lies in the ritual. Preparing mulled wine is not a fast act. It asks you to slow down, to stir, to wait, to breathe. And perhaps that's what makes it so effective. When the drink is finally poured, the body is already halfway into rest. Use only a small amount, no more than 3 ounces, and always make it at home where the ingredients are whole and the sugar is minimal. Let the steam rise, let your shoulders fall, and if mulled wine warms the surface, the next drink works from the inside out. Born in quiet Eastern traditions, it's both fermented and forgotten, but it may be the gentlest sleep ally yet. 6. Sake, Japanese rice wine. Clean, calm, centered. Among all the night sips meant to calm and restore, sake is perhaps the most underestimated. This gentle rice-based wine from Japan carries within it a spirit of purity, balance, and respect, not only for the body but for the moment. While often associated with celebration or tradition, sake, when used with care, becomes a powerful ally in preparing the mind and body for sleep, especially for older adults seeking natural stillness. Unlike many Western spirits, sake is low in alcohol and naturally rich in amino acids, including one that plays a key role in producing GABA, a neurotransmitter that slows brain activity, reduces anxiety, and promotes calm. It doesn't knock you out. Instead, it eases you in. Think of it like a soft landing rather than a sudden shutdown. That's exactly the kind of approach aging bodies and minds respond best to: gentle, respectful, gradual. Sake also supports digestion, which for many seniors becomes a silent saboteur of sleep. Late-night bloating, acid reflux, or heaviness can disrupt deep rest. A small serving of warm sake, especially after a light, balanced meal, can help activate digestion while signaling the nervous system that the day is complete. This dual effect, settled stomach, quieted mind, is often what's missing from modern nighttime routines. There is beauty in the ritual too. Pour it into a small ceramic cup. Hold it in your palms. Feel its warmth. Drink slowly, with intention. Sake isn't just consumed, it's experienced. It's a form of presence, of stillness in motion. Just 1 to 2 ounces warm to body temperature is enough. Avoid flavored or sweetened versions. The clearer and more traditional, the better. Let it center you, not just into sleep, but into the quiet of the evening. And while sake brings inward stillness, the final drink does something extraordinary. It feeds not just your calm, but your gut, unlocking the most surprising sleep-enhancing pathway of them all. 7. Fermented herbal cider, the sleepy gut tonic. Of all the ways we've tried to fix sleep, pills, routines, blackout curtains, there's one path that's often overlooked, even though it's deeply connected to how we rest: the gut. And few drinks speak to this internal world more powerfully than a well-crafted fermented herbal cider. Unlike sugary commercial ciders, this is a living, breathing tonic, a gentle fermentation of apples infused with calming herbs like lavender, chamomile, or hops, designed not to intoxicate, but to restore. As we age, the relationship between gut and brain becomes more delicate. Imbalances in gut bacteria, slow digestion, or nighttime bloating can quietly sabotage our sleep, even when everything else seems in place. Fermented herbal cider works on 2 levels. Its live probiotics support a healthy gut microbiome, and its herbal infusions send signals of calm through the vagus nerve, the communication bridge between gut and brain. What results is a slow shift from restlessness to ease. You may notice your belly feels lighter, your breath deeper, your mind less cluttered. That's not by accident. The herbs in these ciders, especially when combined with the natural acids of fermented apple, help lower internal inflammation and encourage the release of serotonin, the very precursor to melatonin, your sleep hormone. Take it in the evening, ideally an hour or two after dinner, when digestion begins to slow. Sip it chilled or room temperature, no more than half a glass. Let it settle in your body like a gentle wave, not a storm. Avoid commercial hard ciders with added sugars or artificial flavors. They work against the very balance your body is trying to restore. This isn't just a drink. It's a message to your nervous system that says, all is well now. A small ritual, a quiet companion, a natural bridge between the noise of the day and the silence of sleep. And now, having explored nature's quietest nightcaps, one final thought remains. What happens when these rituals become more than remedies, when they become rhythms that reshape the way we age and rest forever? 8. Senior sleep safety tips when using alcohol. For older adults seeking natural ways to rest more deeply, the quiet companionship of a warm glass in the evening can be both comforting and grounding. But with alcohol, even the gentlest forms, there must also come wisdom. Aging bodies process alcohol differently. What once felt harmless in younger years may now linger longer, affect balance, disrupt medication, or interfere with deeper sleep cycles. So if alcohol is to be used not for escape, but as a sleep-enhancing ritual, it must be approached with care, respect, and intention. First and foremost, less is more. A younger body may tolerate a full glass of wine without effect, but for seniors, even 2 ounces can make a difference, either for better or worse. Think of alcohol not as a sedative, but as a signal. When used in small amounts and at the right time, it can gently tell your body it's time to slow down. But if overused, it sends mixed messages. You may fall asleep faster, yes, but only to wake at 3 a.m. with dry mouth, scattered thoughts, or a racing heart. Never drink on an empty stomach. Alcohol is absorbed faster and hits harder when there's nothing in the digestive system to slow it down. Pairing it with whole foods, fiber-rich grains, healthy fats, cooked vegetables, helps your body metabolize it more steadily. Avoid combining alcohol with medications unless you are fully aware of the interactions. Blood pressure meds, sleep aids, antidepressants, and even some common over-the-counter painkillers can have unexpected and dangerous reactions when mixed with alcohol. Hydration is key. A small glass of water before and after your drink helps reduce next morning fog and supports liver function, your body's quiet guardian behind the scenes. Finally, ritual over routine. Don't drink nightly out of habit. Instead, make it meaningful. Something you do 2 or 3 nights a week with full presence. Let your evening beverage be a gesture of closure, not dependency. Because in the end, deep rest isn't just about falling asleep. It's about trusting your body to guide you there gently, night after night. Final reflections. Turning the evening sip into a ritual of renewal. As we grow older, sleep often becomes more elusive. Not because we no longer need it, but because the body no longer responds the way it once did. The rhythm's slow, the signal's dull, and the stresses of life, both past and present, tend to echo louder in the quiet hours of night. But perhaps the answer to deeper rest doesn't lie in stronger medications or stricter routines. Perhaps it lies in something simpler, something gentler. Each of the drinks we've explored, from the melatonin-rich tart cherry wine to the gut-nourishing fermented herbal cider, is more than just a beverage. It's a bridge from activity to stillness, from wakefulness to surrender. When chosen mindfully, in small amounts, these age-old elixirs can help the body remember how to let go. They work not by forcing sleep, but by supporting the systems that know how to create it. For seniors especially, This kind of ritual matters. It's not about drinking for escape or out of habit. It's about intention, about allowing the act of pouring, sipping, and sitting in stillness to become a message to the nervous system. You are safe now. You may rest. And within that message is something sacred, because true rest isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. It's the sense of knowing that we've done enough, been enough, and now we can release the day. So if you choose to incorporate one of these evening drinks into your routine, let it be more than a habit. Let it be a pause, a moment of peace carved out just for you. Turn down the lights. Put away the screen. Wrap your hands around a warm glass. Breathe deeply. And let sleep find you. Not as something you chase, but as something that gently returns. Because aging well isn't just about living longer. It's about learning to rest, to savor, and to find comfort in the quiet spaces we so often overlook. And sometimes, all it takes is one simple, thoughtful sip. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.